And welcome back to the channel, folks. And sorry about my little hiatus. Been traveling a lot, all over the place, and driving a lot. And took that little freaking lowered, ridiculous Prius that I bought all the way to Las Vegas, which is about a 350, 360 mile drive, and did it there and almost all the way back on one tank for $39. So keep giving me crap about the Prius, but I'm a smart feller because I figured I figured out how to keep from going broke driving my beautiful Challenger, which is here and alive, and I'm enjoying it on the weekends. But today I wanted to just jump back in on this YouTube thing and have a conversation about pricing, because I've got people sending me video, or not videos, but websites from a blogger, Mopar blogger, that, if I'm being honest with you all, is not a fan, which I didn't realize, but it turns out he's not a fan of TK, Butter, or myself, and I don't know how that happened because I've never had an issue, but I heard that he's not a fan, and when I tried to talk to him at Roadkill Nights, he gave me the stink eye, and I kind of got the message. So it is what it is, but I just thought I had to share this because, one, I want you all to know how much these things are going to cost, because when you read an article like this, you fall into kind of, let's go back to the video where I shared that I'm not going to be an insider, let's just say endorsed by Dodge, meaning I'm getting information when they're ready to release it. I'm on the team of TK and Butter, and they get lots of information up front early, and so once in a while I do as well, but in this case, Butter, TK, and I were able to reveal pricing for the six-pack early, over a month ago. Let's go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So here is my video. You can look. It's a month ago where I shared the ordering guide and all the pricing. TK and Butter shared the same as well, which we were able to go through the pricing and do some basic math on what one of these things would cost if you were to get one well appointed, but we didn't do that. We just gave you the information, gave you the data, and then you can go figure it out as well. But what I wanted to help make sure everybody sees and knows is, if you look at this article here, they say, well, they recently obtained the Dodge ordering guide. Well, we had it a month ago. And, excuse me, the standard Scat Pack at $56,990 delivered. And that's kind of where it went. Now, I think, is he talking about the additions here? Yeah, here's some additions for paint and some packages as well. What I thought, and it says $56,990, is basically this layout, any one of these colors as well. So I thought, well, I might as well share with you all, and this is great information. It's a great article. Nothing bad to say about it. Like I said, I have no problem with the guy. But what I wanted to share with you all is, after sharing this guide that he's talking about with you back like a solid month ago, where pricing was detailed here. Let's just slide up. $54,995 for the 550 horsepower Scat Pack version of the six-pack, and $49,995. This is not including destination, which is like $2,000, and I think it used to be less, but $2,000, whatever, which takes it to almost $57,000. But let me show you what really happens to the price, which is where all these add-ons are. And this is, of course, things you're going to want. You're going to want, if you're going to spend, let's just say, if you're going to spend close to $60,000 on a base model, you would expect you would get all the stuff, at least most of the stuff, but you're not getting the stuff. The plus groups, another almost $5,000, another $2,000 for the carbon and suede, the 20 by 11 wheels, which you have to have, are $1,100. So you can see, you want the high back performance seat. Well, of course you do. It's another $1,000. If you start adding all this stuff together, guess what happens to the price? You're looking at a near $70,000 car before you pay taxes and license and everything else on it. So I was able to find out on the groups online an example of an order that a gentleman put in, which is this one here, for a Scat Pack. And I think this is enlightening. And you see, like, if this is me or you walking in to place an order for a 6-pack, which it's not even on the website yet, but you can go in and make the order. And here's a 6-pack, $54,995, the customer preferred package, which is the plus package. And then $995, you want the full glass roof. $495 for the demonic red seats. If you want those 20 by 11 wheels, carbon suede package, blacktop package, and the Alpine 18 speaker high performance audio with sub, and then your destination charge, you are going to pay $70,000. So you're still looking at, taking a $57,000 with destination to $69,000. I mean, that's what, $11,000. I mean, it's just more. That's crazy. So you're not getting a $54,995 car. And I thought that would be something I would love to get your opinion on. My gut tells me this, when you roll out a $54,995 Scat Pack, you get excited. That's smart. That's awesome. Hell, it's at or less than the prior V8 version. The problem is if you want anything with it, you're going to pay $60,000, $62,000, $63,000, $64,000, $65,000, $66,000, all the way up to, with the destination charge and the Alpine system, you're up at $70,000. So I think that might be everything. Yeah, it looks like everything. So if you want the car the way the car should be presented with a 550 horsepower engine, yeah, it looks like you're going to spend $70,000 on a twin turbo i6. And my gut tells me that's insane. I was all in if, take it to $60,000 with the plus package, but if you want the wheels, if you want the seats, if you want the glass roof, you want the other stuff, you're at $70,000 for a 6-pack. And that's a lot. To give you an example, my Scat Pack Special Edition had a manual, so there's some money savings there. But wide body with all this extra stuff on it was $66,815, which was way too much money. That was MSRP. And people were paying way over on markups. But I got mine for MSRP, and it's not even slightest bit worth it. And the concern I have is just the depreciation on these new cars that I've shared with you all, that once you start getting up in that luxury car price range, you either reach up to an actual luxury car or you just forego it. And the concern I have with the 6-pack, which is why I haven't placed my order yet, even though I love that orange car, and I told you all I wanted to get my order in, is I'm at $70,000. And where I live with tax and license, I will hit $80,000. So I will hit $80,000 out the door, tax, license, on a 6-pack. That's insane. Now, if you live in a state where you have no taxes, no license costs, or it's really inexpensive, then at least you're, right around that 70. Where I live, I'm going to have another 10% easily added on top, which gets me pretty close to $80,000. And you start looking around at what I could buy: certified pre-owned M4 competition, certified pre-owned BMW M3 competition. I mean, there's just a lot lighter car, faster car. I mean, so much more. Probably going to hold its value a lot better because it's a comp, M3 comp, M4 comps. I think that they're playing in BMW range at this point. So let me know what you think about these prices and what it costs to actually order the car the way you want it in the comment section below. I think I hate to say this, I'm trying not to be a hater, not to be OC Moto hater. I'm trying not to be, but man, I'm looking at 80 grand for a twin turbo i6, you know, I don't know if I'd pay that much for the Hemi. I'm just done. I think a lot of us are done paying $70,000, $80,000 for a Dodge. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I should be jumping up and down and just buy a bone stock right out of the gate, order it $54,995, and then do my own stuff to it. But just doesn't seem to make sense. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.